Let's do some knot magic. Knot magic is a very ancient form of manifestation. Witches have been using it forever. Legend has it that the witches would tie the wind in knots and actually sell the ropes to sailors who would then use them if they were caught in the doldrums out on the ocean. They would untie the knot and let the wind loose so that it would fill their sails and they could get home. Well, we can do a similar thing with any type of energy. And what energies you put into your knots are according to your intentions. Let's go through a couple of different types of knot magic, tying some different types of knots, and see if you can find some use for these things in your magical practice. The first thing we're going to do is the traditional witch's ladder, which is 9 knots tied into the piece of cord in a systematic way. You've probably heard the chant, by knot of one, the spell's begun, by knot of true, the spell be true. And if you look in your handout with this video, you'll see a diagram of how the knots are done, in which order. The reason why they're done in a specific order is to systematically use all of the cord. So you are covering this cord with your energy completely. So the first step is to set an intention for this manifestation. I do that by coiling up the rope, holding it in my cupped hands. You can speak to it, or you can just concentrate, focus on it, and tell this cord what you want it to hold, what you want it to do. Now, we can manifest something that we want to see. I've done this with for the Everglades, to see a healthy, thriving piece of land, river of grass. And I've also done this to hold courage. In the PDF that you got in the first step of this course, there's a spell called Up, Up, and Away. And it uses this knot tying system to store courage for an airplane ride. So it's got a lot of versatility to it. You're just tying knots. It's easy, easy, easy. But what makes it so special is you and your intention and your energy. Okay. So let me show you how it's done. You start on the left end of your rope and you just tie a knot. And as you say it, you visualize whatever it is that you're tying this knot for. With knot of one, the spell's begun. Come all the way over to the other end. By knot of two, this spell is true. Now you want to tie a knot right in the middle. So put those knots together. Find the middle. Tie your knot. Knot of three. The spell is free. Let it hang down. Get it right in the middle. Another purpose of doing these knots so intentionally is that it keeps you focused on the knot. You have to really focus on placing it in the right place. So you're paying attention to your knot. You're doing this mindfully. Okay, go back to your left side. You're going to tie the fourth knot right between 1 and 3. So put those knots together, find your center, and tie a knot right on that. You'll have to put this knot through there. Let it hang. Make sure that it's right in the middle. By knot of 4, the power is stored. And then the fifth one goes between 2 and 3. Get the center. Tie your knot. Really get it good. There. All right. Now it gets a little fiddly. Oh, not a 5. The spell will thrive. You're going to do 6, 7, 8, and 9 between these knots. So 6, eyeball it. Get that knot right between there. Knot of 6, the spell I fix. Next, right in between there. Now you're going to have to put all 3 of these knots through there. It's a little fiddly, but you can do it. Just take your time and really focus. Knot of 7, the spell will leaven. Number 8, you can go from this end now, so you don't have to put 5 knots through there. Knot of 8, spell will wait. And lastly, knot of 9, the spell is mine. So now this rope is filled with your energy, with your intention. It could be courage. It could be prosperity. It could be health, wisdom, whatever you choose. This can be worn as a reminder. It can be on your altar to remind you. But remember, the magic doesn't really happen till action is taken. It starts in your head, goes to your hands, and then it has to be acted upon. So don't be surprised, especially if you were thinking about some sort of charity. You might get an email. There's a petition that you need to sign, or a chance to go to a demonstration or a lecture, or donate to a cause. This is what you are attracting to yourself from the universe. Very nice. So manifestation, attraction. What if you want to banish something? If you would like to banish something, you can use the same spell. You know what a Gordian knot is? Remember that old story, how Alexander the Great was up against the challenge of the Gordian knot, and he tried and tried to untie it. And finally, he just said, "It makes no difference how the knot is loosed." And he just cut it in half with his sword. We're going to take that example and we're going to turn it into a spell, the Gordian knot spell. Same 9 knots, but do them on top of each other. And as you do them, really focus on that person, place, or thing that needs to go. Needs to go. Yeah. By knot of 1, the spell's begun. By knot of 2, the spell be true. By knot of 3, the spell I free. Oh, but I don't free this. This is tight in the knots. By knot of 4, the spell is stored in that knot. Stay away from me. By knot of 5, the spell will thrive. I will thrive without you. By knot of 6, this spell I fix. I will fix you. By knot of 7, this spell I leaven. My power rises. I don't need this anymore. By knot of 8, this spell will wait, but I won't wait. This be gone. By knot of 9, this spell is mine. Take that knot, holding all the things that no longer serve you. Take your sword. It makes no difference how it's loosened. And you cut 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 and you cut. Oh, just get rid of it. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. It would be nice to have sharper scissors, but this is good. I'll chew it up if I have to. This has got no longer serves me and it has to go. That's a good one. That's a good one, I say. Whew. And you know what? Now you can take all these bits and pieces. You can burn them with fire. You can bury them in the ground. As long as it's far away from you. There. One more I'll show you. we need a little refreshment now after all that banishing, right? We need to replenish. And we can do that with a Hercules knot. The Hercules knot or the square knot is called the love knot or the marriage knot. They still use it in Greece. Surgeons, it's a surgical knot. It promotes healing and love. It's a beautiful knot. I'm going to change my camera angle so that you can see me tie this knot a little better. Let's do that. There it goes. Oh, well. Okay. Better late than never, huh? Magical. All right. So here you've got your cord. And you're going to fold it in half. Right? And you're going to put left over right, like this. And right over left. Like that. Okay. So here's your cord, right? And you're going to get the center of it. Right? So you have the two ends dangling. like that. Now this is my right hand. I'm going to put right over left, like that. And then I'm going to put left over right, like that. And I'll tie it down. See? And it makes a square knot. You know it's right if you've got these two loops that go in and out, like that. Okay. And you can tighten that up. I use this for hand fasting a lot, you know? It's a simple knot that can be done during the ceremony, but it's very meaningful, especially if you explain to them, you know, about the healing and the love. All right, I'll do it one more time. Right hand over the left one. Left hand over the right one. There's a diagram in your handout that you can see it. And there you go. That. Try one more time. Right over left. And left over right. Just like that. And then you can fiddle with it. Like that. Now you've got these two ends, right? And if you get a bead, you make this. Got a little wonky. That's okay. Don't need all that. I got a little bead like you use in macrame. Any kind of bead that the hole is big enough that you can slip it over both of those like that. So that stays, secures it. So now you have a little tool that you can use in your meditations, right? You can hold this between the palms of your hands, praying hands, and heal your chakras, balance your chakras during your meditation. All right, let me change that camera angle back so I can show you a little better. Right, you've got this little thing that you made, and you can use it during yoga or meditation. You can heal your heart chakra, your throat chakra. If you made this large enough to go over your head, you could wear it like a necklace. You could make this in, you know, you could make these in very fancy cords with very fancy beads. And that would be a nice thing to wear. And here you are, healing yourself as you go throughout your day. So this is just a little bit of what you can do with knot magic. Sky's the limit. You know how there's so many meditation videos like on YouTube and places. They show like beautiful water, birds. They make me kind of sleepy, right? But what I like to do is watch the knot tying videos. My all-time favorite is Tying It All Together. It's a YouTube channel. And you just watch them tie knots like you were just watching me tie there. And I just love it. It's relaxing. And then I want to try it myself. So I hope you try that out. Let me know. Let me know in the group what you're doing, what you're working on, and please, if you post pictures on Instagram or Facebook of the things you make in this class, hashtag #FiberMagick, and check out fibermagick.com. All right. Love y'all. See you in the next video. The next one is basic crochet stitches. All right, we're going to learn to crochet. See you then. Bye-bye.